Hello everyone, welcome. First, I wanted to start off this video showing you what's come into the studio. So sometimes I have a feeling of a little bit of overwhelm because my watercolor addiction for sure. This is just a sampling of what I still have to unbox and show you guys and play with. And so I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. As I said before, I like my studio to be minimal, and I am starting to become overrun with art supplies. My husband shakes his head when he comes in here. I want to create art with all of it, and I think that's part of my dilemma right now is I have so many directions to go in. I've never used the poster paints like the Knicker and the Sakura, and I'm interested in trying those out. I'm really interested in the inks as art, as well as the watercolors as a writing medium. Because I have so much coming in, I have this stuff that I've been purchasing off and on for a few months now, and I also get the subscription boxes, which have taken up a lot of time that I wasn't expecting them to. I was expecting to be able to open them and do some art and move on and add what I love to my collection and let go of what I didn't. And in the meantime, I've ordered some handmade watercolors. I'm trying some new watercolor paper. So there's lots to do here at Shamelessly Creative and a lot of items to show you in the future. But I just kind of wanted to give you a small look at everything that I have on board, and that it really isn't, because I also have today's unboxing, which is the Pro markers. So I have 2 sets of those that just came in the mail, and more of the inks. I think it's 6 more inks. I have lots to show you, but I'm going to pull some of this away and just show you what's come in this week. But I just kind of wanted to give you an overview of some of the items I still have waiting to show you. And if you're interested in those, please click subscribe and the notification button, because as I put out these videos, hopefully you can see some of your art supplies you're interested in or paints in action. So I have the Faber-Castell 60 watercolor pencils that I'm adding to my pencil collection, but I haven't unboxed them yet. I have the Rohrer and Klinger Company inks. I purchased and have been playing with the primaries and black. I also ended up getting a green for free. So, and these are the larger, I think they're the 50 milliliter bottle. So I have the cyan blue, the magenta, and the yellow, green, and black. So those I've had for a while and have already started playing. And then because I wanted to test that ink against the P.H. Martin, I bought the smaller set of colors to try out in the 12 set. As I said, I have the Sakura poster colors and the Knicker poster colors. And I'm excited to try some art with those. I have the Miyahime gouache set that I haven't even opened. I purchased this back in November when I received the Scholar box. When I received the Scholar box that had the I think it was Daler-Rowney gouache. I decided I really like that and I wanted to get this one to have it gouache on the ready. And as you see, I haven't even gotten to it yet. I bought the Paul Rubens. This is the metallic set. And I'm not sure why I purchased this actually. I probably had it on a list for a year before I purchased it. I'm not sure what I'll use it for. The metallics are pretty, but they don't really show up in artwork very well. But I'm kind of interested in trying this on the black paper and see how that goes, or combining this with gouache and see how that goes. So look for that unboxing because I will probably try those things out. I also have a set of St. Petersburg White Knights. This was not the normal set. Like, it doesn't come with the metallics. So, oh yeah, this was on a warehouse deal. So if you go to the pop-down list and look for Amazon Warehouse, you can sometimes get art supplies at reduced costs that you've been looking for and that have been on your wish list. So I have that I haven't opened, but as I said, this isn't the regular one. This does not have the metallic. I think it has more blues and greens and some of the browns in it. So I also last month purchased the Daniel Smith watercolor card because I wish I would have done this in the beginning. And so if this is you and you want to get to know Daniel Smith paints, I really suggest buying the dot card, because what happens is you start buying tubes of the Daniel Smith paints, and they're not always colors that you're gonna use or like once you actually see them in person. And if you have two brands, like I actually have some of my Daniel Smith in with my M. Graham, sometimes you end up liking, like, let's say a quinacridone rose in one over another one. And so to me, trying the dot cards is something I didn't do at first. So I think if you can try the dot cards from the different companies and find your favorite colors and maybe not be brand specific. I really stuck with Daniel Smith and M. Graham paints. But now I just want to try things and see what I'm missing, because I'm already using these, but I don't have anything to compare them to. So that's why you're seeing a bunch of odd sets. So think about that. Think about trying the dot cards and finding your favorite colors that way, and then purchasing your favorite colors in the brands that you love them, and to do a comparison. I also picked up the Josie Lewis watercolor set. She does I love Sacred Geometry, and she does some of the Sacred Geometry watercolors. And her set was so bright, but I can't find any information on it, and that's a little frustrating. Like, there's no There's no color chart as far as what colors are included that I could find, nor light fastness or anything else. But on the days I want really bright colors and to swatch stuff, this is going to be my go-to set because it is just so beautiful and vibrant. I kind of forgot. I have a Magello set of 24 that I haven't unboxed yet. I've had this for quite a long time. More months than I care to admit because I'm kind of in love with my Schmincke and Daniel Smith and M. Graham paints. So this one just hasn't been broken out yet because I already have the paints I sort of love. And that's my only fear for some of the other palettes. I picked up a set of the Sennelier paints, which I haven't painted with, which is so frustrating because these are just really beautiful. And I picked this up during Christmas and I think it was like $24. It was just like it wasn't a deal. It wasn't, for some reason, it was marked down. And 2 hours later, it was back to like the $69 price. So I snagged it because it had been in my wish list for a long time. And so but again, I haven't played with it yet because I'm so busy with the unboxings and stuff with the subscription boxes, which are going to slow down hopefully soon. And I'm sure you've all seen this palette. Again, this one is one I picked up on Amazon, on the Amazon warehouse. Do you see anything wrong with that? So this was sold as used, but none of the paints are used. So brand new in the package, a full box of the Kuretake watercolors. So I have those to play with. So now all that out of the way, I also, just for your knowledge, I bought about 15 of the Faber-Castell Albrechter watercolor markers. They're all in my marker bin right now, so it's really hard to show you all of them. But I have 15 of those plus the 2 I received in the Art Snacks because I really enjoyed working with those. And I'm looking for a marker that I can travel with and be able to use on the go. And these seem to re-wet really easily, and that's what I was looking for. So as I get to know those better, I will do a video on those. So let's just look at what came in the mail today, or this week I should say. So it's Wednesday. I got the Caron Brush Marker Pro in the 12 neon colors. I'm kind of excited about that. Like the neons are back. And then to complete the Caron Brush Marker Pro challenge, I purchased the Sun and Tree set. And these are not pigments, they are dye-based water markers. So you can add water and get a watercolor effect. These are to be kept upright, but for now, it will come down. As I said, last month I ordered from Germany some more of the Rohrer, I think it's Rohrer and Klinger company, and I purchased 6 more inks, the scarlet, the violet, this is kind of an orange red, and sap green, just kind of a bluish green. Phthalo blue, golden yellow, and umber. So kind of my secondary colors, a few more primaries. I feel like I'm missing one. It seems like I ordered 7, but maybe I backed off and only ordered 6. So I'll just have to check my order. So the next item is, I'm not going to unbox it yet because I'm going to do an unboxing of these and swatching. But these are the Poems About You handmade watercolors out of Washington, D.C. I bought those on Etsy. I've been watching her for, or her, I think it's a her, for a year or so, maybe even longer. And I've been wanting the portrait set, and I purchased that and some other ones. She had a nice little sale and I bought those. And I received the Julia K Studios Pretty Potions set. Came in the mail. Or, I mean, I wasn't expecting it for a while. Plus I got a couple individual colors so we can swatch those out. I really am excited to make art after seeing her video on her making art with her own Pretty Potions palette. So I'm excited about that. So if you don't know about Julia K Studios handmade watercolors, or you do and you're interested, watch for that. I also picked up some Academy watercolor paper. This is by the Mead & Company. Maybe it's not. I thought this was a Mead product, but this is Academy watercolor paper. It's out of China. Baoheng pure cotton watercolor paper. Great for watercolor, pen drawing, all sketch, gouache, ink painting as well. For some reason I was thinking it was Mead, but I got the hot press and the cold press in the 10x7. I had seen a video where someone uses this kind for most of their artwork. It's a 300 GSM paper, so I was looking for a cheaper, better quality cotton paper, but we'll see how it holds up and I will give you my feedback on that. So this was this week's mail. Besides getting, if you haven't seen, I received the Marker Universe blind box as well this week. So I thought it might be nice just to give you an update on stuff coming into the art studio and give you an idea what videos might be coming up. It's kind of like a little sneak peek of what I've got on board. This was a huge one because I've kind of had a little bit of a backup of art supplies, but I'm hoping to get caught up eventually and share the fun and the art with you. And thus, once I do the unboxings, or not unboxings of these, but once I've played with them long enough to be able to give you a decent review on these supplies, I will. I will do an unboxing of both the Pretty Potions and the Poets for You watercolor, and we'll do some swatching with those because, you know, it's swatching watercolors. So I'm most excited. This will probably come out yet in March. Hopefully sooner rather than later. but the inks and the pens might roll into April. So sometimes I get overwhelmed because, as I said, I have so much new stuff. I love new art supplies, and I do now have a little bit uncontrollable addiction to buying art supplies. I have 2 more handmade watercolor sets coming probably this week or next week. But I can't, like when you sit down to do art, you only can use, well, not that you can only use one set, because I paint with all 3 of my favorite brands, the Schmincke, the Daniel Smith, and the M. Graham all the time. I use those 3 as an ongoing set, and eventually I'll put them all in one palette, the colors I go to most, but I usually have those 3 palettes near my desk, and those are the ones I go to. I don't know, I don't know how it'll work out, but I think I have enough watercolor and inks to last me quite a while. I also have one package from Goulet Pen Company of, I forgot, should we open it? Because why not? Oh, it's one of those mailers. Ink samples. So this is another one of my addictions, is sampling inks in my fountain pens. I haven't shared that with you yet, but oh my gosh, look at, can you see that blue? Oh, I've got to take that out. Right now I have an aqua fetish, so we're gonna dig down. Oh yeah, pull that baby out. All right. Oh, I hope it's coming across. Look at how vibrant that is. So this is the Robert Oster Fire and Ice. So this is actually, I think it has reds and gold in it, if I remember right. But it's so beautiful. But I never bought it because I really didn't like blues. So on Goulet Company, you can get little vials. So about a 1.5 inch vial. That's about half full. That's enough for 2 or 3 fountain pen fills. Yeah. And they sell these trays. So this is my sample collection so far. And I now see that these will not fit in it. I may have to order a new vial holder. Gee, nibs. I have my favorite pens in here. So they always include a little thank you, a little sweet. And I started including the little stickers. So right now, this is my favorite fountain pen. It's the Monteverde fountain pen. Isn't it pretty? I thought I lost it, and I was actually able to find, this is actually the new one. It was a limited edition, and I was gifted one for my birthday or something by my husband, and I lost it. So I dug all over the internet, actually found one just guy from home that sells pens. I wish I could remember his name because he had it, and I was able to get a really great deal on it. So that was awesome. And so I actually have a backup to my favorite pen that my husband gave me. So this one isn't the one my husband gave me. This is the one. Luckily, I found the pen he gave me. It had fallen under his car seat. So we were in luck. Because I bought this one as a backup, but it isn't quite as pretty. This is the Prima by Monteverde. And, you know, it's pretty. It's okay. This one is probably the one I'll take out of the house from now on, so I don't lose the one I really love, which is just vibrant and pretty. And this is another Monteverde, just wee one. Isn't that cute? So, and this isn't all my inks. This is just the samples of inks I have, because it's always, just like watercolors, it's always fun to try. And so in here, I have the Monteverde collection of, I think it's the Sweets collection. So I have, yes, it's the Monteverde, the Sweet Life, and like this is called Mango Mousse. So I have the whole collection to swatch out with you at some point when I get around to that. Plus some other really, like this is Monteverde's birthday cake. It's a purple. So we will be playing with those on this channel and inks at some point. So if you're interested in that, hit subscribe and hit the notification bell, because, you know, then you don't miss out. I also purchased last fall some walnut inks, a homemade one and one by Daniel Smith, to try those out before Inktober. Lots of fun stuff coming. It's just the time and life energy that it takes to put out the videos, and I want to be making art that I'm proud of and not in a hurry. And lately I've been feeling like I'm in a big hurry. So yeah, this came about a month ago, by the way. If you're wondering, I've had those. The other ones I've had forever. But yeah, I just didn't open them because I was waiting to open them with you. But here's a sneak peek, because they're inks and they're beautiful. There's greens and pinks and purples and aquas. So maybe you'll find a favorite color if you're new to fountain pens. I have recommendations. I personally love Monteverde. Other people may not. I don't know. So stay tuned for all of that fun on this channel. We will be getting to artwork with all these supplies and all the ones I showed you that are on deck for unboxings and swatching. It's a lot of stuff, yeah. I officially am addicted to art supplies. Don't want to admit it out loud. We just want to, under our breath, yes, there is a small addiction. Now you know what you're dealing with on this channel. A person that loves art supplies, loves trying new things. I'm interested in inks, and watercolors are probably my two main interests. And I have a love, and I don't like using hate, but the art subscriptions I feel like are distracting me from creating the art I want to create. So hopefully I can find a way to either limit those or expedite those, because I really love trying new supplies. So I'm liking some of the boxes because it exposes me to more materials, and of course I like that. However, it is distracting me from the art and I do sculpting. I'm trying to think if I have a doll I can show you right now, but I don't have her handy. I did a mermaid last fall, and I started my sculpt. Where is it? So this is my little sculpt. I did post a picture of him after I fired him on Instagram, which was months ago. I think it was, I'm not sure, it was before Christmas. I haven't painted him or anything yet, but he's one of my little guys. I have the hands, they still have to be sanded. And this is one of my signatures, is the little toe. So I do sculptures. I like my fake creatures. I have a mermaid I've done. I'm working on a ball jointed doll because there's a contest soon, but I don't know if I'm going to get that done. So I actually in November had started a video, but I lost footage while I was sculpting him. And like you see, he needs a body. And so maybe just to do a talk about my sculpts, maybe I will start with finishing his body on camera and painting him on camera. But those things will be on this channel too eventually. It's just, I'm surprised at how long it takes to do everything. And I'm learning, you know, how to speed up videos but I go back and forth because on one hand, I want to speed up the videos so you can just kind of binge watch art, because I know I like to do that. However, sometimes I feel like I would like to slow it down because I would like to show you in case you want to follow along, like with the sculpting video. Eventually, I will have like the sculpting videos on maybe on the weekends, and I want to start doing journaling with you guys. So all sorts of art journaling or watercolor journaling. So it's just hard to fit everything in that I had planned for this channel, and I'm still working on a schedule. Right now I'm just posting as frequently as I can. So as soon as I get a video done and edited, I'm posting. I'm not really following a schedule like I want to. And so that's been a little disheartening because I would like a schedule so you know when to look for videos. And I guess the best recommendation is to hit the notification because then you know when a new one has come up. So I guess to reiterate, the sculpting, the watercolor, and the inks are probably my favorite mediums to work in. Though after the exposure to the gouache paint, I'm liking that and some of the work I've seen with poster paint because it behaves a lot like watercolor, and we'll go into that in some of those videos. I'm really interested in trying that. And as I said, the inks as art and the watercolors as a writing medium. And I guess maybe that's what I was thinking too with the Reuben sparkle paint, was just to see how it worked as a calligraphy thing. So anyway, I hope this was a little interesting video and a little sneak peek into at least my art addiction or my art supply addiction, and a little bit about what I like and I'm interested in. Again, it's like we only have so much time in a day, and each day I come in the studio, I have to decide what am I going to focus on. And that's what I'm talking about with the subscription boxes. That's precious time that I'm not making exactly what I want to be making. It's still, I'm making art and that's fun, but it's a distraction from making the things I really love to make, especially when it's acrylic box or an oil box or something. But now that I'm thinking about doing some of that art journaling with that Let's Make Art box, I'm thinking again about whether, maybe I won't mind getting the acrylics now. So we'll see. I don't know. I still am getting my feet wet here on the YouTube. I wanted to spend the first year just trying out different formats, trying out different things, finding out what my viewers really enjoy. So if you can leave comments below of what videos you're really enjoying, which ones are kind of a miss, with the supplies you've seen, what you're interested in the most, that will help me kind of prioritize some of my videos. Leave a comment below. Let me know. Let me know what you saw that you are interested in seeing swatched out, or what things you're interested in seeing more of, what you'd like to see a little less of. I can't say that I will change just because of your comments, but I will definitely take them into consideration, because at the end of the day, I really want to create art I'm proud of. And I feel like so many of my projects for like the subscriptions are rushed and I'm not doing my best work. And as you can see, I think you can see if you look at my videos which artwork I take time for and which ones I haven't. Which ones I just try to rush through. And even on a given day, I have patience sometimes and other times I don't. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed today's content. Thank you again for watching. And again, comment below, subscribe, hit the notifications, only so you don't miss out. You know, I want people watching me because they like my content. I'm not really trying to get great numbers. I just want a community here that enjoys art and is willing to shamelessly create art. You know, the good and the bad. You know, if you subscribe, great. If you don't, that's okay too. But I look forward to hearing from you, and I answer as many comments as I possibly can. Just know that I really do appreciate each and every one of you, and I really will try to comment back. I love making videos and I love talking with all of you. Thank you for watching. I look forward to sharing the next video with you. Bye.